Hi, my name is Tammy. I'm a human being, and in today's video, we are translating yet another block from Maggie Malone's 5500 block designs. You want to see what block I chose for today's video? Stay tuned. In today's video, I'll be translating block 2170, which is called Wheat Field, and that's WHEAT field. I was attracted to this block because I like the motion here, and I also like the fact that this center square looks like a square on point. Then I would just need to use my square on point die and the half square triangles on all four sides, and then break down the rest of the units to complete this block. So as I always do, I use my 6-inch Gold Cube mix and match set. So as I started with this center square here, and I did the square on point and I attached the little half square triangles, I was left with this section here. Now this section here is easy to translate. I do have the companion corners and angle sets for my cube. So I just thought, okay, this looks like the chisel shape right here, and that's another half square triangle. So we have chisel here, half square triangle, square on point, half square triangles, and then this just in here looks like quarter square triangles or a flying geese unit. I wasn't quite sure. So as I made this section here with the chisel and the half square triangle, by the time I made all four of these units and tried to rotate them to put them in the appropriate order, it just did not come out right. And I thought, okay, well, I know that this chisel shape is a directional die, so I made sure all of my fabric was headed in the right direction, and it still did not, the math wasn't mathing, and it still didn't equal the look of this die. So it still didn't equal the look of this block. So let me show you what two dies I ended up using to complete this block. Stay tuned. First, I will show you which die combination did not work for translating this block into AccuQuilt cuttable language. The first die is die number 6. This die is the square on point, and what you would do is you would piece together the half square triangles from die number 5. You would piece one on all four edges, and you would end up with your square on point. So this is the first combination that I tried for that center brown square from the quilt block. Didn't work. Well, it worked, but it didn't add up to a complete block, meaning like I was able to make the square on point, it just didn't complete the block. The second combination that I used that did not work is this is die number 9, and it is from the companion set corners. So this is a directional die, and what that means is when you're cutting fabric with this, you want to make sure that your right side of your fabric is facing the actual side that you want it to go. And I know that's a little confusing. In another video, I will make a block that has a directional die, but for the sake of purposes of this one, I cut here, and I also used die number 5 because you need those half square triangles. And this is what I came up with. So this is what it looks like, that chisel shape, and you attach one of those smaller half square triangles to it, and it creates this unit. Now these elements in creating this unit, it worked, but adding all 4 of these to complete the block, the half square triangles, I just couldn't get them all to point in the right orientation as far as rotation goes. So stay tuned, and I'll show you which dies I used that actually got me to success with this wheat field block. So after many failed attempts to translate the wheat field block into AccuQuilt language, I achieved success by using die number 4, which is the quarter square triangle die, and using the die number 5, which are those smaller half square triangle pieces. So the combination of these two dies allowed me to successfully complete the translation of the block. Let me show you which color fabrics I've chosen for this block. Stay tuned. I've chosen 4 different fabrics to complete the wheat field block. The first showcase piece of fabric is this one here, and it's from a charm pack that I have. I've selected a green and I would call this maybe a magenta color, and of course a background of this cream white, and then again here is that accent piece. So let me cut out all the elements for this block and I'll show you what it looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, my quilty friend, let's review the original block so that you and I have clarity as to what pieces will go where. So this center brown square on point, and then we have these yellow pieces, and then we have these gold pieces, and then like the white area. So let me show you how I translated the fabrics and the shapes into the AccuQuilt dies. So here we go. For that center brown section of the block, I've cut out 4 of my accent fabric. And for the yellow or the light yellow color, I have this fuchsia pink. And then for the darker gold or darker yellow color, I have 4 of the greens. And by the way, this is 4 of the quarter square triangles. These are 4 of the half square triangles. These are another 4 half square triangles. For the rest of the area that was white on the block and will be white on my block, I have 4 of the half square triangles. 4 of the quarter square triangles, and then 8 of the half square triangles. Whew, that's a mouthful. Stay tuned and I will show you what these elements look like once I piece them together into their respective units. Stay tuned. Okay, my quilty friend, I have made 8 different units by piecing together the elements of this block. So basically what we have here are a series of quarter square triangles and half square triangles. So as you can see here, remember in our original block, that brown square on point, we have that shape forming here with the accent fabric. We have, I would say, like the petals of the wheat here in this pink or fuchsia. And then we have the green outer and then the rest of the block. So again, these are 8 different units. I am going to go ahead and piece together the 8 units and complete the block. Stay tuned for the finished block. Okay, my quilty friend, you and I have made it to the end of the wheat field block. We have a series of quarter square triangles here, 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 and here, and another series of little half square triangles, and we've pieced them together to create this block. Now, what I'm going to do is set this block on a mock point and we'll see what it looks like on point. Stay tuned. Ta-da, ta-da! This is what the block would look like if we were to set it on point. I am really starting to like this process of spinning these blocks and putting them on point because it totally gives a different perspective. So again, this is the block on point, and then let me show you the way it looks with the regular orientation. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and let me know if you prefer the regular presentation or the presentation that is on point. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Until next week, keep on quilting.